Hello, everybody. So, fragrance review. This isn't really a review. This is going to be more of an unboxing, and I'm going to explain the Polo Blue EDP perfume and why it relates to nostalgia. All right. So, the first fragrance in high school was Jacquard Noir. Okay, in the 90s, before they reformulated and made these colognes weaker, Jacquard Noir was a powerhouse. And the potheads in high school, I didn't smoke weed, drink in high school, any of that stuff, right? But the potheads would ask me, hey, Tony, let me have can I get some sprays of your Jacquard Noir so I can cover up the weed smell? That thing was freaking beast mode, right? Women love that cologne, okay? They reformulated it, became very weak. It doesn't smell the same. It's not the power. I don't know what happened with the 90s. I think Calvin Klein, when they came out with CK1, it was a very soft, unisex fragrance. And I think Cologne just started making, and it's cheap to make. It actually was very cheap to make. And Cologne just started making weaker fragrances. And I don't know with reformulations if there's something in them that the FDA doesn't approve of anymore. But all the old school fragrances that were real good, like Polo Sport, whatever, Jacquard Noir. Some of these 90s powerhouse fragrances are now weakened down. Eternity was a good one, and now it's all you'll see them at Ross, discounted price, whatever. They're not the same anymore, right? Eternity used to be so good. It's yellow, right? That just if you had white clothes, your clothes had yellow stains on it, right? It was more potent. So it was Jacquard Noir in high school. Then when I was about in my early 20s, it was Polo Sport. I love their advertisements. It was a beautiful fragrance. I love that bottle. That thing is watered down now, right? But it was Polo Sport in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then what happened is in 2006, Ralph Lauren came out with Polo Blue. The lady behind the counter was real nice looking. I asked her about Polo Blue. She goes, "It does, yeah, it does really good. It's an awesome scent." Like she knew her fragrance. She was freaking gorgeous. Literally looked like a freaking model. Okay, supermodel. Okay, bought it. It was compliments. As soon as I bought it in 2006, it was nonstop compliments. I got a compliment going to the Orange County Fair. Okay, I was driving, and these two ladies, we were at a red light, and they could smell the Polo Blue projecting off me, and they looked at me and they said, "You smell really good." Right? One of the best compliments I ever got, because from to be in the next vehicle, how close was I? I mean, and then you get a compliment, whatever. Those were the good old days, right? So it was if I wanted a compliment, all I had to do was spray that cologne and then go wherever I wanted. And somebody was telling, and this is in California, where most of my military time was spent, or a good amount, right? So now the Polo Blues, after like 2013, there was something different about it. It didn't smell the same. I heard they reformulated it. It became a weaker scent. It just didn't have the same imp at all. It was just, maybe you can get a compliment on the opening, but apparently now they came out with Polo Blue, Ralph Lauren EDP Parfum Edition. So it's either EDT or EDP. So EDT is going to be more alcohol. That's what, when you spray that cologne, it gives you that alcohol scent at first, like rubbing alcohol, and then you let it dry down for a few seconds, and then you start smelling the cologne. Usually with alcohol, EDTs, they project more. Okay, EDPs last longer. It's more heavy volume, but it might not project the same, okay, as much, right? So sometimes you're thinking EDP is going to last a lot longer. It's the people from Macy's don't know what they're talking about. They're going to tell you it's a strong. Sometimes EDPs can actually be weaker than the EDTs, right? So I saw this. I said, you know what? I got enough cologne to last me for like 5 years if I sprayed like 50 sprays a day. I already got my lineup. I went from 300 fragrances and I'm down to like maybe like 15 at the most, right? And that is a big deal. I needed to cut back on my fragrances and me buying fragrances, right? You know, I want to get down to like 10 bottles in my lineup, right? So I saw this yesterday and I was like, hey, you gotta, nah, you don't need it. And I'm like, the nostalgia, okay? And let me give you an example. Okay, so this, I can read it, but this cost me $115 for a 4.2 ounce, right? Okay, so uh, I should have I could have walked away from it. I got a good lineup. I just got a compliments yesterday on my colognes, right? Like two of them yesterday. So, but it was that nostalgia. What happened? Okay, I'm Catholic. I've done a couple videos on my other channel about why religion can be bad. So when I joined the military, I had these Christ and Saint people like nonstop bothering me, and they try to pull me away from the Catholic Church. And I went to their services a couple times, or they would bring the Bible and invite me to Bible study, and it effed up my head. All right, so F you Christ. So from like my late teenage years until maybe like my early 20s, like I was denying my life. Like I was having guilt over nothing I should be guilty. I remember I dated a stripper. Okay, she was fine. Okay, for what it was, yes, she was a drama queen, roller coaster, but you know, you got to have that experience to know to actually say you dated a stripper and they're freaking crazy, right? Um, would I date a stripper again? Why not, right? But I would probably just be better at how I handle. I'm a young guy and I get this stripper poo-tang, right? But whatever, right? But you need those experiences in life to learn from your mistakes and stuff like that. Okay? So I had these Christ and Saints really messing up my head. So my like late teenage years to early 20s, I was kind of contradicting myself with religion. Like I didn't know where to go, if I wanted to leave the Catholic Church, but it messed up my head. So screw you, David. Screw you, you free, and you other Christ and Saint mother effers, right? So in my mid 20s, I was no longer Christ and Saint. I went to my mass, I did my thing, whatever, right? Okay, so this cologne was where like I didn't put limitations on myself. So it was mad compliments, all the way up until from 2006 to about 2013. And then I got heavy into the fragrance game. Started buying multiple fragrances. My old channel actually was a fragrance cologne channel. It got up to about a little bit, like almost 1,600 subs, and then I deleted it. Because it started becoming negative. I started talking about various topics, and it just I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, right? I should have strictly stuck to positivity. So saw this. It reminded me of 2006, so I had to buy it. So yes, we pay for nostalgia. I can open the box for you guys, but based on reviews, a lot of reviewers have said it smells like the old original Polo Blue. Review after review, fragrance reviewers on YouTube. So let's do this. Let's open up the box. See what we got. Okay, so compare. Okay, first of all, it looks a little bit smaller than a 4.2 ounce. Maybe because I'm so used to. No, because this is, I think, 2.5. Yeah, it's probably right, but I'm used to like 6.7 ounce bottles now. That maybe just feeling the bottle feels a lot smaller compared to uh you know it feels like it's like a 1.7 ounce, but it's not. So the bottle's more darker. Okay, I kind of miss that light, more of that lighter blue, that sky blue look that they had. And let me see this. I got the Nintendo Switch, right? The OLED or whatever it's called. I got this because it has the old Nintendo games on it. So this was $400. So I mean, He has Tyson's Punch Out or Punch Out, whatever. I loved that game as a kid, and I've been playing that. Right, nostalgia. You'll pay for $112, whatever this cost me. So there's the bottle. The only thing I noticed too is the top is different. So it used to be more of a like straight silver. Trying to get what bottle, whatever, but more of aluminum, lighter aluminum. So this is a darker aluminum, and just do the sprayer. Goddamn, dude, the aluminum's so dark that I can't even see the sprayer. Okay, so yeah, I mean the sprayer's beast. I mean, nice sprayer. Okay, so I got I don't smell that alcohol. Obviously, it's an EDP, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And I am a heavy sprayer. I spray. I go like 8 to 12 sprays, and I get compliments. So I rather overspray, and then people saying, "Hey, maybe he sprayed a little bit too much, or your cologne's strong," and for people not to smell me at all. But I have to test this out in the street. I have to actually go out in public, and if people smell me, the one I gave to the general, that one is mad compliments, freaking amazing compliments. And then another one too. Hold on, I'll show you this one. But Club de Nuit, Urban Elixir, freaking holy crap, man! Another good smelling. These colognes, man. Women compliment you, guys. Like everybody loves the way you smell. So yeah. So anything with Club de Nuit, it just everyone loves the way you smell. I mean, just not one women. I prefer obviously compliments from women, right? Good looking women, but it's just very universal. Very it's just everyone's gonna love the way you smell, right? Um, so that's it. So we'll see if I should have bought this or not. I mean, maybe too is you get so used to fragrances that nothing really you become maybe nose blind and stuff like that. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye.